Hare Krishna, and we're back with Raja Vidya, the King of Knowledge, by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Page number 95. The gopis or coward girlfriends of Krishna underwent tremendous penances in their previous lives to attain Krishna as their husband. Similarly, in Srimad Bhagavatam, Shukadeva Goswami says that those boys who were playing with Krishna had undergone great penances and austerities in their previous lives in order to acquire Krishna as a playmate. Thus, the playmates, associates, and wives of Krishna are not ordinary living entities. Because we have no idea of Krishna consciousness, we take his activities as trifling, but actually as triflings, but actually they are sublime. All perfection of our desires is there. Whatever desires we have constitutionally will be perfectly fulfilled when we are in Krishna consciousness. Krishna did not need any friends to play with, nor did he desire a single wife. We take on a wife because we want to fulfill some desire. We have some desire to fulfill, but Krishna is complete in himself, Purnam. A poor man may desire to have $1,000 in the bank, but a rich man who has millions has no such desire. If Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, why should he have desires? Rather, he fulfills the desires of others. Man proposes and God disposes. If Krishna had any desires, he would be imperfect, for he would be lacking something. Therefore, he says that he has no desire to fulfill. As Yogeshwara, or a master of all yogis, whatever he wills is immediately realized. There's no question of desire. He becomes a husband or lover or friend just to fulfill the desires of his devotees. If we accept Krishna as friend, master, son or lover, we will never be frustrated. Every living entity has a specific relationship with Krishna, but at present this relationship is covered. As we advance in Krishna consciousness, it will be revealed. Although the Supreme Lord is full and has nothing to do, he works in order to set an example. He is not bound to his activities in the material world, and one who knows this also becomes free from reactional activities. Evam gyatva kritam karma purvairapi mumukshubhih kuru karmaiva tasmatvam purvaih purvataram kritam. Quote, all the liberated souls in ancient times acted with this understanding, and so attained liberation. Therefore, as the ancients, you should perform your duty in this divine consciousness. Unquote, Bhagavad Gita 4.15. The process of Krishna consciousness requires that we follow in the footsteps of the great acharyas who have attained success in spiritual life. If one acts by following the examples set by great acharyas, sages, devotees, and enlightened kings who have performed karma yoga in their lives, he shall also become free. We shall also become free. On the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Arjuna was very much afraid of being entangled in his activities by engaging in warfare. Krishna therefore assured him that if he fought for his sake, for Krishna's sake, there would be no possibility of entanglement. Kim karma kim akarmeti kavayopyatra mohitah tate karma pravakshyami yajgatva mokshase subhat. Quote, even the intelligent are bewildered in determining what is action and what is inaction. Now I shall explain to you what action is, knowing which you shall be liberated from all sins. Bhagavad Gita 4.16. Hare Krishna, excuse me. Pages. Haribol. Yes. Okay. People are actually confused as to what is work, karma, and what is not work, akarma. People are confused. What is karma? What is akarma? I'm sure most of people don't know that there is a karma, right? People only hear the word karma is very much known in the society, but what is akarma? Krishna here indicates that even great scholars, kavayah, are bewildered about the nature of work. So no wonder we don't know. It is necessary to know which activities are genuine and which are not, which are bona fide and which are not, which are prohibited and which are not. If we understand the principle of work, we can become free from material bondage. It is therefore necessary to know how to conduct work so that when we leave the material body, we will no longer be forced to take another, but will be free to enter into the spiritual sky. The principle of proper work is clearly stated by Shri Krishna in the last verse of the 11th chapter. Mam karma krin mat paramo mad bhaktah sangha varjitah nirvairah sarva bhuteshu yaksamam eti pandava. Quote, my dear Arjuna, one who is engaged in my pure devotional service, free from the contamination of previous activities and from mental speculation, who is friendly to every living entity, certainly comes to me. Unquote, Bhagavad Gita 11.55. This one verse is sufficient for understanding the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Wow, Haribol! Jai, this is interesting. I was thinking Sarva Dharman Parityaja is the verse of the essence. One must be engaged in, quote unquote, my work. And what is this work? It is indicated in the last instruction in Bhagavad Gita, in which Krishna tells Arjuna to surrender to him. Bhagavad Gita 18.66. Okay, so this verse is the essence because it says you should be engaged, and the last verse, which Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja, when Krishna says surrender unto me and you will be delivered from all sinful reactions, do not fear, give up all your other religious duties, dharma, like whatever you find to be your religion, whatever you find to be your set of rules and regulations, just surrender to me alone, Krishna. Okay. So by the example of Arjuna, we are to learn that we should only perform work which is sanctioned by Krishna, right? The Supreme Lord. This is the mission of human life, but we do not know it. Because of our ignorance, we engage in so much work which is connected with the bodily or material conception of life. Krishna wanted Arjuna to fight, and although Arjuna did not want to fight, he fought because Krishna desired it. We have to learn to follow this example. Of course, Krishna was present to tell Arjuna what his work was, but what about us? Sri Krishna was personally directing Arjuna to act in such and such a way. But just because Krishna is not personally present before us, we should not assume that there is no direction. Indeed, there is direction. In the last chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the proper work which we are to perform is given. Haribo! And we will find out about this work tomorrow. Sorry, we'll have to stop here for today. So thank you so much for tuning in. And the link to this book is in the description. We're really finishing like maybe tomorrow or day after. So get the link and share it with your friends before we move to another book, another interesting book. So thank you so much. And yes, we shall see you in the next episode. Hare Krishna. Dandavats. I mean, my businesses. I mean, it's I don't know. Okay, Hare Krishna. My businesses, why not? All spirit souls, Hare Krishna.